It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin.
He's unbelievable. Hall of Famer in every way.
Here we go.
Thank you, David. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league. The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Morant against Paul. Morant scanning the floor. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Morant's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Here's Booker. Pass to Paul. And the rejection by Morant.
Bringing it on D. Morant with the swat.
Grizzlies on defense. 4-point game. Ayton a screen on Bane. Just 4 to shoot. Booker draws the double. Over Bane. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here's Morant. 8 points for him. And finished off by Morant.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Booker with it. And it's Morant with the rebound.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Out to Brooks. 6 to shoot. The 3. Another 3 for Morant. Morant's got 13 points.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in. And it's the Suns with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Passes it to Okogie. Ball against Jones. And the pass to Durant. Will it go? Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Tough hoop from Kevin Durant. KD makes those look way easier than they actually are.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Jones. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. And then Morant slams it in.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Now Booker. Booker draws the double. Morant with it, now guarded by Booker. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. And Morant throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now here's Paul. He dishes it to Ayton. Puts the move on. That one drops for him. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. Here's Okogie. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Here's Morant. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The agility, the athleticism. Morant sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Now here's Booker. Inside. And the rejection by Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Paul following the score by Memphis. Now the dish to Ayton. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And Durant sends it back. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Morant drives in, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Morant's got 24 points.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Booker and Adams sends it back, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Right back after this break.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen, Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Jones in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Booker looking around. Shoots over Morant. And that one is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. And here is Paul, following John Morant's three. They get a hand on it. Morant with the steal. By himself and finished off by Morant.
Smart defense from Morant, wreaking havoc with his activity, coming up with the steal.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Morant outside. Five to shoot. And that one is good. Morant's got 33.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Leaps for it. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Took him no time at all on that one. Morant's got 11 points in the quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Booker. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ayton. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Morant outside. From deep. Shot clock reset for Memphis. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, he's got some hop. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
And finished off by Morant.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was
I should have
amazing.
reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. Konchar's checked in for Brooks. And it's Kennard in for Bane.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Nothing you can do about that. Morant is skilled at looking just past defenders and knocking jumpers down.
Morant with the steal. Up and in on the layup. Morant's got 44.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Payne. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. For 3, Okogie. He can't get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Now here's Morant. Guarded closely.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the score by Phoenix. And they double up Morant. And it's good off the back rim and in. Morant's got 46 points.
Welcoming any physicality on his way out. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Payne with it. He's picked up by Morant. To the middle. Here's Biyombo. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Morant. Pass to Kennard. Back to Morant. From deep three-point range. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. Some changes for Memphis. Aldama's checked in, and Jones subbed in for Kennard. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. Now here's Durant. Tight defense on him. Lays it up off the glass.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Now here's Morant for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Ja Morant has been leading the charge. Thank you, David. And we'll be...
The Suns, 22.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Nailed from three-point land.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
It's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Here's Ayton. That's tipped.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And here is Ayton. following Ja Morant's three. And the rejection by Morant. Lets the three fly. And again, that's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Now here's Brooks. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Adams. And it's Kennard in for Morant. And Phoenix also making a switch. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Bane. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Booker with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Ayton. They get the rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Jackson in the corner. He feeds it to Adams. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Booker. 4 on the clock. Out to Brooks. Pass to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
Morant against Paul. Booker outside. And it's blocked. Now here's Morant. What an incredible scoring.
Oh, I see you, big fella.
Can you believe that?
When he took off, I was not expecting that.
Oh.
Any trip that ends with Morant going to the hoop, it's great for his team.
Now here's Paul. Ayton, a screen on Morant. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break and Morant shot.
You know Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. As a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from three. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the three-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
Here is Durant. Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Ross. He kicks it to Payne. Back to Ross. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 3 on the clock. Here's Craig. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Morant with it. Now guarded by Payne. And Morant gets it to go.
Gets those passes off quickly. Jackson Jr. really sees the floor.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Pass to Craig. Back to Payne. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Morant. Payne covering. Brooks the pass to Morant. Up in time, and so it's Memphis, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so here's Memphis. Luke Kennard out there with John Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama with the 4. That's the lineup. In the game for Memphis.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
So it's Phoenix now. Grizzlies making the shot. And again, Memphis running the court in transition. And got it! Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense. He just can't miss.
Tipped away. Morant with the steal. Clark outside. Back to Morant. Shades over Payne. And good! He hit. It again.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. That's tipped, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
The pass to Aldama. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Aldama. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Lee after Memphis gets the 3. Here's Payne. They need this. That one wide left.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Conchar. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Morant, that's for 2, and it's Memphis with another.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Payne with it, guarded by Morant. And here we go, Morant heading to the hoop. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. An easy 2 points on the... Morant's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant, he is special when he gets out in the break, though.
From downtown, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
Here's Lee, and the layup is good after a nice Lee pass. Lee's got his first basket.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by Memphis.
Morant outside. Passes to Conchar. Takes a 3. For the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Payne looking around. He swipes the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far. Here's Morant. That one goes. Count it.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Craig, good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
Here's Payne, following the basket by Ja Morant. And there's the pass to Craig. Ross on the wing, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies, Brandon.
Memphis with the ball. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Morant outside. Pass to Kennard. Back to Morant. Over Payne. And another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. And here's Payne. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Chuck